of the SLCL Provincial League 2026 Season 2. And well, it's going to be an absolute cracker tonight. And it's going to be the UAE Lions taking on the Tambapani Lions. The Battle of the Lions, so to say the least. To my left, I've got them in that matter. Captain of UAE Lions, Varuna Pereira, along with the captain of Tambapani Lions, Lahiru Malwata, and our two match officials, Mr. Zishan Taj and Waqar Latif. It's going to be Varuna as the home team who will be flipping the coin. Tails is the call. It's a tail. Lahiru, congratulations. You won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We're going to bowl first.
Well, big game. We are right into the business end of the tournament. Most of the teams right now sitting on 4 points. It certainly comes to that point where it's also a must win as well. How's your preparations going to this all important game and to the business end of the tournament?
Yes, the preparation is really well. Like, we have been playing some good cricket throughout the tournament. We have won two games we played. So yeah, we are all ready to go, and we are ready to give a good fight to UAE.
Well, that's again another very important point, because you guys have just played 2 games and you won 2. How's the confidence high up, and just perhaps one win away from perhaps securing a spot in the final 4 as well? How's the confidence in the dugout?
Yeah, confidence-wise, everyone is playing really well, and everybody is contributing really well throughout the tournament. And whenever the people called up to the bowling or batting-wise, they have been raised their hands and came up to batting, and even with the bowling. We have done really well throughout the tournament so far, so we just want to continue the same momentum going on to the next matches. So this is a very important match for us, very good match, very tough opposition. So we just want to restrict the opponent as low as possible and chase the target comfortably.
What do you think that score is that you'll be comfortable chasing, and also what is your playing 11 today? Any changes from the previous game?
Yes, total as we would like to restrict the opponent maybe around 170, 175, so that we do a good total to chase. And changes wise, unfortunately Harun is missing out today, and for that Charu Pravin is coming.
Fantastic. Wish you all the best. Go well.
Thank you.
Varuna, unfortunate, losing the toss. It's a must-win game for you. 2 games remaining in the tournament, and you've got to win both the games. What's the plan? What would have you done firstly if you had won the toss?
We were actually looking to bat first as well. I think we had a look at the wicket earlier on today, and also looking at the outfield. I don't think there'll be much due in the second inning, so we were anyways looking to bat first. And it's an important game for us. We're a little bit on the back foot, but I know we've got a quality side, and it's just a matter of one good performance, and we'll be back on track. So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to today.
What do you think is a good score here that we're comfortable defending later on towards the night, and how's your playing going today?
We're going with the same 11 actually, and the thing is, I think it's all been high scoring games under light, so we are looking at 200, that's our target. I think we've got enough batting to get that, and having known the Tambapani Lions for a long time, I know they've got a quality batting lineup as well, so anything above 200 would be a bonus. And,
well, fantastic. I wish you all the very best, Varuna. Go well. Important game tonight. Come back very strong on the other side. Good luck. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Tambapani Lions have won the toss. They've elected to bowl first.
SLCL Provincial League Season 2.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. Here we are for the game number 12 to resume. The match between the Thambapani Lions and the UAE Lions about to get underway. First ball. The Thambapani Lions winning the toss, electing to bowl first. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a contest because it's a must-win game here for the UAE Lions. The UAE Lions must-win game here. And that's been deposited out of here. That's landed into the stands. What a way to begin the innings here. Yashod Sankalana picking up from where he left off in the previous innings, scored a magnificent 89. In that game was Ajad the man of the match. And the second ball is faced. He's just deposited this into the stands over mid-wicket. A great way to get off the mark here for Yashod Sankalana. UAE Lions, they're off to a good start. Mind you, it's a must-win game for the UAE Lions. They lose tonight, they go home. They'll not get a spot in the semi-finals. They're languishing at number 4 on the points table with just 2 wins. Just 2 points in 3 games, just with 1 victory. So the next 2 games is must win for the Lions. It's a tough place to be, but sometimes when you're thrown into a corner with the back against your wall, it can certainly bring the best out of you. The UAE Lions certainly have the players in their ranks that can certainly deliver. And they will all look up to this man, Yashod Sankalana, who's been in excellent form, to provide the impetus right up with the bat. It's Amantha Madhushankar now, who's going to be partnering Yashod right in the centre. Solid forward defence there. The Battle of the Lions. Amantha Madhushankar, the wicket keeper of the UAE Lions. There's been a change on top. Usually the captain Varuna Pereira opens the batting. Gagan Chamod opening the bowling here for the Thambapani Lions. He also used to represent the UUDS Tuskers. Played in the recently concluded Bukhatir League as well. Well, that's been hit hard. 1 bounce over the boundary ropes. Terrific hit there by Madhushankar. He's absolutely creamed that of the middle of the bat. It's turning out to be a good start to the innings for the men in green. Got a good team here, the UAE Lions, but unfortunately have not played to their potential in this year's edition of the SLCL Provincial League. We've seen this very often as well. Even if you look at the IPL, we've seen Mumbai Indians who've lost 7 matches on the trot, and they come back during the second half to win the rest of the games and then qualify for the semi-finals and also lift the trophy as well. So Cricket is a funny game. It's not over till it's over. You may find yourself languishing at the bottom of the table. They say sometimes when you're at the bottom, the only way to the top is just a one-way traffic. Andrew Paris opening the bowling. Oh, was there an edge? Everybody going up in unison. Wicket keeper there, Andrew Berenger, was extremely confident there. Eleven for no loss. Nicely hit. It's into the gap, but there is a cover in the deep. Just get a single. Well, there's one change in the playing 11 for the UAE Lions. Mohammad Halan has been, beg your pardon, in fact for the Tambapani Lions, Mohammad Halan, who's been amongst the runs, not playing today. Mohammad Halan was the man of the match in the previous game that the Tambapani Lions played. He was brilliant with the bat, but unfortunately tonight the Tambapani Lions will certainly miss his services out in the centre. Tambapani Lions find themselves in a comfortable position, though they've just played 2 games and they've won 2. So they find themselves in a good spot right now. That's a wide. They'll have to re-bowl that again, Andrew. Be disappointed there, Amantha Madhushankar, that he didn't get some bat there, because had he got that could have been a boundary. No fielders in the deep. This side, where is the deep fielder? It's another wide. So slightly losing his line here, Andrew. 2 fielders on the boundary ropes, one at deep point and there's one at deep square leg. So with this line, you'd expect that Andrew Paris will bowl some short deliveries to the batter. You cannot afford to bowl fuller. You can be hit down the ground or square or perhaps in the way. So the line and length is going to be crucial. Well, he goes hard. Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. You've got the mid-off up in the circle. And you cannot afford to bowl full deliveries. If that's the line and length you got a bowler, then you might as well push the mid-off down to the boundary ropes. That was easy pickings for a batter of the class and caliber of Amantha Madhushankar. So they're off to a rollicking start here, are the Lions. 18 for no loss. Andrew Paris has got to fix his line sooner rather than later. Just got to keep it at the back of a length. 2 full. Once again, not learning the lesson. That's gone all the way for a 6. This is turning out to be a brilliant onslaught early. The first over of Andrew Paris. Well, you're not bowling to your field, my friend. That's not the line and length you got to bowl, especially with the fielders up inside the circle in the mid-off, mid-on region. Completely baffles me why they've got that fielder at deep point. Now the field is coming slightly straighter towards the sweeper cover region. Full again, but slower ball this time. The batter was through the shot on that occasion. An expensive over here. Lions are off to a rollicking start, 24 for no loss. Do move Koba? Razmi. I will light here. Okay. You know they comment to right? Yeah, what do you work at?
I work as a flight control. So fly Dubai, Terminal 1, for the upgrades, downgrades, all this stuff.
You can give us the
It's all as per system. Like system generates. In Sri Lanka, possible if the flight is full. Yeah. The flight is overbooked economic, then I can talk. Then like fly Dubai also we have this type of role.
Emirates upgrades.
System or system.
You can't do any influence.
Yeah, I can do it for you, but maybe you will find me another job there.
Sadish Patirenage coming into the attack. He used to play for the Tamil Union Cricket Club back in Sri Lanka, the same club in which Muthaiya Muralidharan used to play. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a huge six. That's out of here. Yashod Sankalana continuing his merry form from where he left off in the previous game. That was a humongous six. That ball literally disappeared into the orbit. Huge six there. Certainly is a massive gamble here by the captain of the Tambapani Lions, Lahiru Malwata, bringing in a spinner inside the power play. Can Sadish bounce back here? Well, he goes hard once again, all the way for a six. 2 sixes in the first 3 balls of Sadish Patiranage. That was a massive hit. So, this is turning out to be a wonderful over here for the Lions. Certainly bringing in the spinner. Not proving to be a wise move here. Coming round the wicket is Sadish. He goes hard. He goes down the ground. Runs are flowing thick and fast. Well, they just seem to not be able to stop the flow of runs here, the Tambapani Lions. They have been taken to the cleaners. This man is such a pleasure to watch when he's on song. The flow of the bat is such music to the ears, so to say the least. The sound of the impact of the ball. Well, he goes again. Well, he's dealing in boundaries. He's dealing in sixers. Is Yashod Sankalana. He's turning the heat on here. Runs are flowing. And it's raining sixers here at the Karwan Sports Club. Age. 46 for no loss. This is turning out to be an expensive over. 22 runs have come off it so far. Sadish Patiranage, well, the gamble not paying off. In fact, it's proving to be costly. And he goes. Well, that is 4 boundaries on the trot. 4 sixers of this over. It's a big, big over. 28 runs of this over from Sadish Patiranage. Yashod Sankalana is on fire. And he's literally blowing the roof off of the Karwan Sports Club in style. What a start. What a champ. Thambapani Lions are literally playing catch up. The 50 comes up. It's 52 for no loss. Well, Gagan comes back in, so the captains decided, well, he's had enough with the spin so far. The current run rate is above 17 runs and over. If they go at this rate, the projected score, look at that, 347. Well, you don't want to go there because there's going to be a lot of records that tumble. So the UA Lions, they've got the start in this must-win game. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Yashod Sankalana is striking it at 300 plus now. 36 of 11 balls. The last over going for 28. What a brilliant onslaught of batting here. Amant on strike. Well, chance! Chance! And it's been taken. Well, who else it is? It is our very own Amin Miflal. Backtracking on that occasion. And a very, very good catch. Very good take. It's a tough one. Amin Miflal, if there's anybody who could have taken it, that's only him. Because of his height, he was able to reach it. Anybody else, that would have gone over the head. Very unlucky there for Amantha. But the UA Lions, they lose their first. Thambapani Lions will be extremely thrilled with that wicket. It's 52 for 1. Lairu Sundaruvan at number 3. Look at those for figures. 7,600 plus runs in 300 plus matches. Lairu. is an integral member of the 7 districts club. He's been scoring a lot of runs recently. Lahiru Sandarawan, a great all-rounder to have in your team. Very good top order batter. Plus a very, very reliable medium pacer. So Gagan picking up a wicket on the very first ball of his over. Lahiru Sandarawan now on strike. Solidly behind that, Lahiru. Gagan, having been to, went to St. Joseph's College in Colombo, the same school as Shamin Dawas and also Angelo Matthews. Nicely behind that, punched off the back foot. Lahiru Sandarawan is off the mark. Always a good feeling for a batter to get those first runs. No matter how many runs you may have scored, either domestic or international, you can be the biggest superstar in the world. You even may be Sachin Tendulkar or even Virat Kohli for that matter. Even those players will always have those nerves to get those first runs off the bat. Right, so it's going to be Yashod on strike. He's on 36 and he's batting beautifully. Oh, that was a good delivery. Nicely bowled there by Gagan. Ball just ticking on the surface. Almost just getting that extra bit of bounce. But watchfully played there, the Yashod Sankalana. Three for 1. It's been a good over here by Gagan. Just 1 run off it so far and a wicket. The line and length has been brilliant. It's got to keep it tight here. Last ball coming up. Beautifully bowled, a chance. Directly could have been interesting. A brilliant over here from Gagan. He's mixed it up nicely. Just 2 runs off it. 54 for 1. Lahiru Malwatta, the captain, coming in to bowl. 116 wickets in 131 games. Best figures of 4 for 20. But again, is this the right call? We just saw the previous over where the spinner was taken apart by Yashod. And again inside the power play. I'm not really sure if this is the right move. Certainly flirting with danger here, Lahiru Malwatta. It is a very good bowler, Lahiru. Well, he goes hard down the ground, but the fielder in the deep will cut it off. Mohammad Nafi is there on that occasion. He's been timing it sweetly, hasn't he, Yashod? From the moment he's walked out to bat. Well, this is a chance. This has gone high up in the air, but has he got all of it? He has got all of it. Well, there for a second we just thought that perhaps Lahiru Sandharuwan had just miscued that. But he did get the middle. That ball's disappeared. Great shot there by Lahiru Sandharuwan. The two Lahirus going up against each other, and right now it's the one with the bat that's winning. He moves on to 7 of 3. Give himself some room. The ground fielding has been pretty good. Tambapani Lions usually boast themselves and pride themselves on their ground fielding as well. We've seen that in the previous games. They've been just brilliant on the field, the Tambapani Lions. Good delivery, a quick single. They get back in time. Not easy conditions here. Temperatures ranging around the late 30s. Can be quite humid. The players need to keep hydrating themselves, especially the batters who keep running continuously between the wickets. It's again great camaraderie here between the players. Yashod having some friendly banter there with Lahiru Malwatta. Short ball. Very, very lucky there, Lahiru Malwatta. That was not hit for a boundary because that deserved to be put away. But a decent over here. 63 for 1. 9 coming off that over. What do you do, Marang, to get to play to these teams? You pay? How do they select it? I want to play on you all get paid, no?
See, she thinks actually like
Well, it's the young man, the youngster, Mohammad Nafis, the man of the match in the previous game with the bat, scored a brilliant 75. Comes in to bowl. Special talent, this young man, Mohammad Nafis. Just 17 years of age. Some great exposure, some great support structure as well. Plays for the Desert Cubs. He's also represented the UAE under 19 levels as well. Mohammad Nafis is a very, very good talent. He's got a good future ahead of him, this young man. In fact, he's played the under 16 for the UAE, beg your pardon. Certainly one to watch out for the future. Mohammad Nafis. Outside edge, wickets go, Lahiru Sandaruwan departs, Mohammad Nafis strikes and is struck in his very, very first over. This is a big, big wicket, I'll tell you that. The UAE Lions, they've lost 2 wickets in quick succession. And it is the big wicket of Lahiru Sandaruwan, a hint of movement away from him. And the youngster is absolutely pumped. Lahiru Sandaruwan departs. The UAE Lions lose their second. It's 64 for 2. He's the guy who was saying ideal 50 dirham. Yeah, 50 dirham. For every 6 half, 1 half dirham. They were joking, it's joking.
We could have final, we won. Final good, they don't fancy it.
What's his name? He's the founder.
Founder, owner. Like when I got 250 wickets in UAE, he bought me these shoes.
Just ask him if he'd like to come and have a chat. Just ask him. 64 for 2. And the new batter is the captain, Varuna Pereira, who's demoted himself down to number 4. Usually opens the batting. But I like this move. Somebody who's a very technically correct batter, he can hold one end down the leg side. Leg by been given. A special mention of Mr. Samira Silva, owner of the UAE Lions, who's played an integral role of supporting these youngsters, giving them a platform to perform. Three deliveries remaining. Oh, that's a high up in the air. Has he got all of that? Oh, that's a magnificent shot once again. Yashod Sankalana. Well, he's not done, is he? He's playing some blinder of an innings in this all-important game. Scored a brilliant 89 the other day. And now he's got a start. Still got a long, long way to go. And he's got to make sure that he bees there and bats the 20 overs here for the team. 71 for 2. Yashod now 46 of 19 deliveries. Mohammad Nafis, who's bowled so well in this over, just slightly over pitching on that occasion. And he was hit down the ground. Quick single towards point. Better delivery there. Good comeback by Mohammad Nafiz, just pulling his length further up. So last ball of the power play. A good delivery, a Yorker length. A single to Varuna. He gets off the mark. Power play overs done and dusted. Yes, 2 wickets down, but it's been a very, very good start here for the Lions. The UAE Lions there. 6 overs done, 73 for 2. So it's the vice captain of the Thambapani Lions, Amin Miflal, who comes into the attack, and just look at the for bowling figures. 7 wickets for 7 runs is best figures. Also part of the commentary team, Amin Miflal. Very, very good left arm spinner. Represented the St. Peter's College back in Sri Lanka. His alma mater. Played in the big matches in the 2016-2017 season. I mean, Miflal, his height can certainly generate that extra bit of bounce of the surface as well. Quick single been taken. Yashod now on 47. Well, after that big over, he slightly perhaps shifted gears after the fall of the 2 wickets. I think that's the right approach. Unnecessary risk not required at this stage. The UAE Lions find themselves in a good position now, 74 for 2. They just got to carry on, scoring at 8-9 runs and over. Oh, that's a big hit. A bit too short there by Amin Miflal, and he's been put away. And he brings the 50 up as well, Yashod Sankalana. What an innings. This has turned out to be a classy knock by this classy right-handed batter. Too short. That's bread and butter for Yashod Sankalana. What an innings this has turned out to be. He's put the UAE Lions in a commanding position. 53 of 22 balls. 1 boundary and 7 sixes to his name. Goodness gracious. It reminds me of the great Shahid Afridi. In his heydays, these were how his figures read. He usually scores no boundaries and 10 sixes. Well, he goes hard. He goes big. That's the 8th of the innings for Yashod Sankarana. Amin Miflal, well, he just left his head scratching. The UAE Lions are off to a rollicking start. 7 overs done. 88 for 2, and that was a replay. Well, sometimes when there's a batter in this kind of a mood, all you can do is just watch in awe and admire. 88 for 2. Ideal foil here for Yashod Sankarana is Varuna Pereira, who will just knock it around. These are the figures for Mohammad Nafi's best figures of 6 for 30. He's been entrusted to bowl the second over as well. He's been pretty good tonight. He's just hit for 1-6 in the previous over. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes about. The likes of this man, Yashod Sankarana. Can he tame the tiger? Gives himself some room. There's a fielder there in the deep though. Mind you, the power play over is now done and dusted, with the field restrictions being spreaded. So Nafis has got a long off, a long on, a deep mid wicket, deep square leg and a sweeper cover in place. (91 for 2) after 7.3 overs. So far it's been a quite over. 3 singles. Good delivery. Has he got an edge? He's got an edge. Umpire lifts his finger. Yashod Sankarana is absolutely shell-shocked. He doesn't seem to think so. But it doesn't matter, because what matters is what the umpire thinks. That he was reaching it way outside the off stump. Well, nothing much that you could do about it. But what an innings. What a brilliant innings this has been. Yashod Sankarana was an absolute entertainment at its very best while it lasted. But he departs after an enterprising, a whirlwind A ferocious, a daunting innings for magnificent half century. Perhaps may have got a feather, but what a brilliant effort. Mohammad Nafi is the young man. He picks up his second wicket. 2 down, 3 down in fact for 91. New batter Sasika Samarajiva, 3,000 runs, best score of 105. Walks out to bat at number 5. He joins the captain out in the middle. And he's up against a young Mohammad Nafi steaming in with his tail up. Oh, shy at the non-strikers end will enable them to get an extra run. One more delivery remaining in the over. 5 runs of this over so far. And also picking up a wicket here, Mohammad Nafis. It's been a brilliant over under pressure. Good delivery once again. Mohammad Nafis has been brilliant with his line and length. 8 overs done. It's 93 for 3. So Amin Miflal continues. Had an expensive over. He was taken apart by Yashod, who was in a murderous form. 2 sixes in the previous over by Amin Miflal. He'll certainly be breathing a sigh of relief with Yashod back in the dugout. Good delivery, nicely bowled. Trying to pull that Sasika, not timing it. It's been a good comeback here by Amin Miflal. Just 2 runs of the first 4 balls. Can Amin finish off strong here? Well, that's it, high up in the air, and that's gone all the way. So a good over, unfortunately just getting spoiled there of the last ball of the over. Terrific hit there by Sasika Samarajiva. He's got the middle of the bat and the 100 comes up for the UAE Lions. Wonderful hit there on that occasion. That's gone all the way for a maximum. 102 for 3 at the end of the 9th over. (102 for 3), and Mohammad Nafiz will continue on to his third over. He's been pretty brilliant. Well, that's been pulled hard. It's into the gap. A boundary there for the captain. Varuna Pereira joins the party. Too short on that occasion. He's too good a player to miss out on that. Excellent stroke there by Varuna Pereira. Mohammad Nafiz has got to keep it tight. He's bowled really well so far. Well, that's a poor delivery. Completely losing it. I'm sure Varuna Pereira will be disappointed he didn't put that away. It was a full toss. It was a friendly full toss. Perhaps not expecting full toss right there on the occasion there, Varuna. Oh, that's a flat batter down the ground, and it's gone all the way. Wonderful striking here by Sasika Samarajiva. He is looking good out there in the middle. Great hand-eye coordination. It was in the slot. It's set up very nicely for Sasika Samarajiva to free his arms, and he's put that away. Now this is turning out to be an expensive over from Mohammad Nafiz. He's already gone for 11 runs of this over. Can he come back stronger? The young lad, this man, Mohammad Nafiz, still growing with age, with stature. And only with the time, certainly would do him a world of good. Rubbing shoulder with some of the grapes of the game as well. This is high up in the air. Fielder calling for it, and the catch has been taken. Nafiz picks up his third wicket, and it is Sasika Samarajiva who was looking threatening. He was striking the ball beautifully. Well, we've already got 11 runs of this over. What was that shot required for? This has been the problem. The simple cricket common sense, so to say the least. 11 runs of the over has been really received. Why take risk? You knock it around. You'd have converted that over easy to a 13-14 run and over. But not to be so. Sasika departs. It's 113 for 4 now. Prashant Kumara, 4,764 runs in 204 games. Highest score of 131. So he certainly can bat. Mohammad Nafiz, this youngster, hasn't he bowled well tonight? 3 for 24. Has a brilliant day so far. Can he get another wicket here? Can he get a 4 for or a 5 for tonight? The Lions perhaps slightly losing their way in the last couple of overs. Those fall of those quick wickets. Good delivery. Excellent delivery there by Nafis. Looking for that wide Yorker outside the off stump. Yes, that certainly that line belonged to the umpire, was just inside it. So perfectly legal delivery there by Nafis. Last ball of the over. Can he finish it off well? Slow ball. Nicely bowled there on that occasion. Prashad gets off the mark. A single and he will keep strike. Another brilliant over. Yes, he's gone for 10 runs. For 12 runs. But he did pick up a very big wicket of Sashika. At the halfway stage, Lions now 114 for 4. It's the captain Lairum Alvat who comes back. 4 for 20 best figures. He's into his second over. The UAE Lions, they need a partnership to build. Tambapani Lions, they need a wicket. Mind you, if the Tambapani Lions win tonight, they'll certainly secure themselves a spot in the semi-finals. We saw earlier today, the Falcons were the first team to secure themselves a spot in the semi-finals. Can Tambapani Lions be the second? But if they lose, they still have 2 more games. They won 2, they played 2 and they won 2, so that gives them a unique advantage that even they have the luxury of losing even today's and the next game as well. Still qualify for the semi-finals. But on the other end of the spectrum, you have the UAE Lions. They find themselves in a must-win position. They lose and it's all over for them. 2 games remaining for them. They've got to win both the games and win it handsomely. Three balls remaining in the over. Four singles coming off the first 4 balls. A reverse hit, but ball not going anywhere. They still managed to creep in a single. He had no idea too where the ball went. Eleven overs done, it's 120 for 4. So it's going to be Ryan J who's coming into the attack. 120 for 4 are the UAE Lions. 9 overs remaining. Beautifully flicked. Very nicely played. But there is a fielder in the deep that we cut it off. Just a single. Very, very unlucky there for Varuna Pereira. Get a single. Projected score of 217 is still pretty good on the surface, and if the UAE Lions can get there, their job is half done perhaps. The last few overs, the boundaries have been hard to come by since the fall of Sashika's wicket. Oh, that's a good hit. Has he got all of it? He has. That's landed. That's landed at the Royal Ajman grounds too on the other side of the park. Tremendous strike there. What a hit. That's gone all the way for a maximum. $129 for 4. $129. It's a very, very good score so far, but the wickets column is something that the UAE Lions have to be concerned about. That's played and played very nicely. Fielder has no chance whatsoever. Boundary to end the over. 13 runs come of it. The UAE Lions are cruising. They are now 133 for 4 at the end of the 12th over. Prashant Kumar has played some glorious strokes from the moment he's walked out to bat. He's just sped on to 15 of 9. Stayed low there. That's the inconsistency that we've seen on the surface sometimes. Certain balls staying low. We saw in the previous game as well. Some batters getting dismissed with the ball staying low and hitting onto the stumps. Lahiru Malwatta Has kept it tight in this over so far. 3 dot balls. It's a great over so far here by Lahir Malwata. Just 4 dot balls to begin with. Can he finish it off strong here? Thambapani Lions, they've got to bowl extremely well from here on in the last few overs. They've got to try and limit the UAE lines below 200 if possible. Nicely played, beautifully swept behind square for a boundary. Varuna Pereira is a classy act. He's played for the UAE under 19. There's a reason why he's done so, because of his quality batsmanship. Strokes that he's played tonight just show us why he's been rated so highly. Varuna, he moves on to 22 now. $137 for 4. Last ball of the over. A very good over from Lahir, who was unfortunately just spoiled there with that boundary. Good delivery, a hint of extra bounce. But nevertheless, still a very good over, just 4 of it. 137 for 4. Players will now take drinks. Nicely played boundary there by Varuna Pereira. Charuka Raveen coming into the attack. Just second ball. Now just milking it around. Partnership of 30 of 23 balls between these two. 6 runs of the first 3 balls here. Oh, has he bowled him? No, he has not. In fact, he's just gone through the defenses. Beautifully bowled there by Charuka Raveen. Nicely played there on that occasion. And he's bowled him. Prashant Kumara. The previous ball he tried the similar shot. He just missed the stumps, but not on this occasion. Beautifully flighted. It's an off spinner's dream dismissal. Just pitches outside the off, spins into the right hander, and smashes the stumps right in the middle. Beautifully bowled. Played all around it. Big wicket. Prashant Kumara departs. 5 wickets down now for 145. New batter Ravidu Sanjeeva. 145 for 5. Losing wickets in regular intervals in the last few overs here are the UAE Lions. They need a partnership at this stage. Varuna Pereira will need to take the onus on himself and to bat through the last 6 overs. 145 on the board. The UAE Lions, as far as the runs are concerned, they find themselves in a comfortable position. $146 for 5. Lahiru Malwatta, the captain, is bowling his last over now. Well, that's nicely played. And that's a beautiful looking shot from Varuna Pereira. Has that gone all the way? No, he has not. In fact, it just bounces inside the boundary rope. What a hit that was. Yes, it was just an inch before the boundary. The 150 has come up for the UAE Lions. 151 for 5. Shot again, punched off the back foot. Get us another single. Varuna Pereira is playing a great knock here. He needs to be there for the UAE Lions till the very end. Ravindu Sanjeeva, can he support the captain? Oh, was that a drop chance? The bowler looked very, very interested, Lahiru. And Riberinja behind the stumps. Was there something that got the edge? Last ball of Lahiru Malwatta's spell. Oh, very enterprising shot there. Ravindu Sanjeeva plays a Dil scoop and a successful one at that. He manages to get enough bat to sweep it down towards the third man region for a boundary. 15 overs done, 156 for 5. The UAE Lions, well, they find themselves in a good position here now, going at a run rate above 10 runs and over. We're down to the last 5 overs. They can get another 50 runs here. It would take them beyond the 200 run mark, which would be a very good score. But mind you, the Thambapani Lions have a very good batting attack. The likes of Andrew Birinja, Mohammad Nafis. But remember, Mohammad Hala not playing today. Well, that's up high up in the air, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Ravindu Sanjeeva. Well, he's been busy from the moment he's walked out to bat. He's got a boundary and now a 6. Taking that on the full. Putting it away over the boundary ropes. Well, he goes behind square now, but not timing that as he'd like. Perhaps intended to hit that behind square. Over the field as headed fine leg. He's targeting that boundary, that fine leg boundary. Did Ravindu. Moves on to 12 now of 5 balls. Oh, that's a good head. Hit fiercely down the ground, and that's gone for a boundary. Terrific shot there by Varuna Pereira. He's playing a great knock tonight. And a responsible knock at that. That one was hit fiercely down the ground. He now moves on to 39 of 30 balls. Varuna Pereira. It's turning out to be a great knock here by the captain. Charuka Raveen under pressure. Gone for 12 of this over. Now deciding to come round the wicket. He goes inside out, overcovers. But he's just not able to get the elevation right. Straight down the throat of the fielder, perhaps who's the tallest. Or say perhaps the second tallest on the ground, the captain Lairu Malwatta. So Varuna Pereira's enterprising innings come to an end. And the decision to come round the wicket and just toss that down towards the offside, making Varuna Pereira reach for it, not helping the cause. He departs. It's a big wicket. Varuna Pereira has to walk back to the dugout. It's 168 for 6. Samira Silva. He's in at number 7. He's the owner of the UAE Lions, Mr. Samira Silva. He's been supporting these youngsters greatly, and good to see him enjoy the game along with these youngsters as well. Can certainly bat, Mr. Samira Silva. And I'm sure he'd want to get some late impetus into the innings to put his team into a good position here. Charuka Raveen, well, hasn't he bowled well? Yes, he's gone for some runs, but he's picked up 2 big wickets. The latest victim, prey, being the captain himself, Varuna Pereira, who was looking extremely good. Last ball of the over. Hit fiercely down the ground for a single. Samira Silva will keep strike. 16 done, 169 for 6. This is what's transpired. Yashoda Sankarana with a brilliant 60 of 35 balls. Provided the impetus with the bat early on. Varuna Pereira getting a start. 39 for him. Some notable contributions around. Find themselves in a good position now. So 169 for 6. 4 overs remaining. .169 on the board, and Andrew Paris comes back into the attack. He'll perhaps bowl the 17th and 19th, most likely. Samira Silva on strike, and here's a flat batter that behind square. A very good shot there by Samira Silva. Certainly hit the ball a long way. Well, hit hard, hit fiercely. Fielder puts it down. And in the process, they get a couple of runs as well. It was a tough chance. It was dipping down, but you got to take those half chances that come your way. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's landed out of here. That's out of the park. Ravindra Sanjeeva has absolutely corked that out the middle of the bat. Magnificent shot. 178 for 6 now. That was a length ball by Andrew Perez. And he's been put away and put away in style. Find themselves in a very good position here are the Lions. Certainly will take the opposition some doing if they are to get over the line. Ten boundaries and 15 sixers in this innings. Another single down towards deep mid wicket. Ravindra Sanjeeva batting well. He's on 22, 21 now of 8 balls. Samira Silva run a ball 3. And Samira Silva, from the moment he's walked out to bat, he's been timing them sweetly. But he's been finding the fielders as well. 11 coming off this over so far. Make that 12 of the over. So another good over here for the Lions. 181 for 6. 3 overs to go. So Gagan comes back in. He will be bowling the 18th over of the innings now. Ravindra Sanjeeva is still out there. 22 of 9. Striking it beautifully. Can he get a few more? Thick outside edge. Just wide of the fielder. The wicket keeper Andrew Berenger. Well, they say when you slash, you got to slash hard. And that's what Ravindu did on that occasion. The ball flew past that outside edge. Not quick enough is Andre Berenger. Gagan, can he get a breakthrough? Can he break this partnership? Especially this man, Ravindu Sanjeva, who's done the bulk of the scoring. Well, he's managed to squeeze that down towards fine leg. This ball will get to the boundary as well. So runs are coming thick and fast here for the Lions. .189 for 6 now. Ravindu Sanjeeva, he moves on to 30 of 11 deliveries. Pressure now right back on Gagan. He's gone for 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls. Oh, has he bowled him? He's bowled him a slower ball. Ravindu Sanjeeva literally went down on 1 foot trying to hit it. He's missed it. It literally came on shoulder height and it's hit the stumps. That's such a bizarre way to get out. It's a bizarre dismissal. And yes, that's a right where slower ball bouncer. Look at that. Back of the hand, slower ball. Smashing onto the bells. Well, he has to depart. But a good enterprising knock here by Ravindu Sanjeeva. 7th one down now for 189 for 7. New batter is Rasanjana Aravidu Silva. He can handle himself as well, Rasanjana. Oh, thick outside edge. But he's managed to play that fine. Amin Miflal will cut it off. Samir Silva, he's been starved of strike in the last couple of overs. Can he get a few of the middle of the bat? Can certainly bat Samir Silva. Gagan hasn't he bowled well? 2 for 22 of 2.4 overs. Being hit for a boundary early on. 2 boundaries in fact. He's come back well. Another massive heave, not making contact. Last ball of the over. Again another miss one. Slower ball into the pitch. Beautiful comeback. Great comeback here by Gagan. 190 for 7. And this is the bowling attack for Tambapani Lions. Pick of the bowlers being Mohammad Nafis, who's having picked 3 wickets. He's been brilliant tonight with the ball. He's got one more over though. Will he be entrusted to perhaps bowl the last over of the innings? I'm not very sure. No, in fact, I think Mohammad Nafis is coming in to bowl this over. So he is going to be bowling the penultimate over of the innings. 6 for 30 of best figures, 258 wickets. Economy rate of 5.65, which is brilliant. The T20 format. .190 on the board. The Lions, can they get towards that 200, 210 mark? Certainly gettable. Thick outside edge, flies down towards just over the Amin Miflal's head and he's not able to stop it. Rasanjan Aravidu Silva just manages to get enough bat over the fielder's head, opening the face of the bat and over the head. Amin Miflal, well, the moment he went, bounced away from him, he had no chance of stopping that. Just 6 runs away from what would be a very good score. A mental edge, so to say the least. 200 plus on the surface is a very good score, tell you that. Tambapani Lions will have to bat really well to get anywhere close to this target being set by the Lions. But they have the goods, they have the likes, they have the batting. Slower ball goes hard outside over point. And they get a couple of runs. Mohammad Nafis, how well he's bowled tonight. 3 for 32 of 3.2 overs. He's been terrific. He's been outstanding. This is high up in the air. Chance fielder coming under. And it's been taken. And I think again it's the captain, Lahirum Alwata. He does not drop too many. Rasanjana departs. And Mohammad Nafis, can you believe it, picks up another wicket. 4 wickets for him tonight. And what a night he's had here. Amazing stuff. Great catch there by the captain, Lahirum Alwata. He's one of the safest fielders around. Brilliant bowling by Mohammad Nafis. What a night he's had here with the ball. A great all-rounder to have in your team. Was the man of the match in the previous game with a terrific 75. Now he's delivering the goods with the ball as well. Mohammad Nafis. 196 for 8. Mohammad Ubaidullah, the last man in. No, in fact, he's coming at number 10. And he can certainly just hang around. Got to just try and hand this strike over back to Samira Silva. He's got to try and do the bulk of the scoring, maybe a few more boundaries here in the last over. Watchfully played there by Ubaidullah. He gets a single and off the mark. Mohammad Nafis, it's been a tremendous effort here with the ball. Pulls back just at the last moment there, Nafis. Well, that's hit hard. Chance, but it's over the fielder's head. Very good shot there by Samira Silva. That one was off the middle. And in the process brings out 200 up for the UAE Lions. It's a very good performance here with the bat. Well, that was over his head. Nafis was not very happy with that effort, but tell you what, that was definitely over the head of the fielder. I think he stood much chance there. This is a very good score here so far. 200 up, 203 for 8. One more delivery remaining. Once again, he's launched onto this. Has he got all of it? Samira Silva is leading the pack by example with some belligerent stroke play. The owner of the UAE Lions, well, he says, well, let me do the finishing touches for the team. Another terrific hit, this time over mid-wicket for a maximum. Mohammad Nafis bowls out. The last two deliveries going for 2 sixers. 19 done, 209 for 8. Last over now. And Samir Silva, well, he made sure that he got the start. Alright, so Samira Silva, 15 or 7. Can he get a few more boundaries here? Well, he's beautifully hit that. There's a fielder in the deep, they just get a single. Well, I'm sure the instructions are clear for Mohammad Ubaidullah. Just get a single, give the strike back to Samira Silva. Good delivery again. And just to dig out. Job is done. Strike now back to him. Samir Silva, can he get a couple of lusty blows here? Try and get towards the 220 mark. Three singles of the first three balls. Been a very good start here by Gagan. Can he finish it off strong? Good delivery. Beautifully bowled. Slow ball into the pitch. Samir Silva was through the shot early. What an over. What an over here from Gagan. $212 for 8. So last ball of the innings. Can Samir Silva get one of the middle? Now Gagan deciding to come round the wicket. It's been a brilliant over, just 3 runs of it so far. Well, he's hit down the ground, not timed it. Will they come back for a couple? Ubaidullah's off it. But a wide throw will enable them to get a couple. A brilliant over there by Gagan, just 5 runs of it. The UAE Lions finish off with a score of 214 for 8 in the 20 overs. And I'm sure they will certainly be a very happy bunch as they go into the second half. Because certainly they've got the runs on the board. And remember, it is a must-win game here for the UAE Lions. They've got to win. And they've got to win handsomely. 2 remaining games and 2 wins absolutely compulsory. But in this game, they've done the first job. First half done and dusted. They've got to come back with the ball and try and defend the score. So 215 required for victory in 20 overs is the equation. Can they do it? Will the UAE Lions remain, have their hopes alive in the tournament, or will they be sent packing? Just time will tell. We will take a short break and we come back. We'll have the run chase. Stay tuned.
School scene, no. The last time we lost in the semis.
Okay.
For the first time we came to the semis. You've been doing alone today.
Well, we're just about to have the run chase. The Thambapani Lions in pursuit of 215 for victory. The UAE Lions, mind you, it is a must-win game for them. But so far, they've done a brilliant job with the bat. They've posted the runs on the board. Nafis and Inusho Mayangana, the two batters open in the batting for the Thambapani Lions. Nafis, the young star in the making, was the man of the match in the previous game with a brilliant 75. Now with the ball, today had a great night, 4 wickets for him. Can he finish the night off with some runs as well? Melon Phillip entrusted to open the proceedings with the ball. Well, and I've just been joined here in the comm box by our special guest, Mr. Razmi. Razmi, welcome to the comm box. Lovely to have you again. Looks like you've had a long night.
Yes, thank you. Had a very long night, had a very long day, a very tiring day. A very important match, like you said, for UAE Lions, a must-win game. After having a heavy loss in their last game, big loss, they need to come back in this game. It's a must-win game for them to stay alive in the tournament. They have posted a decent score, 214. Now it's up to their bowlers to defend this score. They have a very strong bowling lineup. A team that has been playing together for the past 5-6 years. It's an outside edge by Inushan Miyanga for a couple of runs. Good ball by Melon. A bit of extra bounce, taking the outside edge. It's a very crucial match in the tournament as well. Looking at the table, it's a must-win game for the UAE Lions, and there are other teams that are looking at this match as well. The results of this match will tell proceedings for a lot of teams. Another good ball by Melon. Talking about Melon, cunning left-arm bowler, varies his pace nicely. That's a nice, beautiful sweep shot by Inusho Mayanga down the leg side. Put into the gap between fine leg and square leg for a boundary. The first boundary of the innings for Thambapani Lions. A good start to the innings. They need to have a good power play if they need to chase this down. They are chasing above 200. Anything above 200 in a 2020 game is a massive chase. They need to have a good power play. They have started on well.
Well, certainly that was a very good shot, wasn't it? And this again, he goes through the offside. Melon Phillip, who started off very well, he just gave 2-3 runs of the first 3 balls. Finishes the over rather expensively. Inusha Umayangana, well, he's extremely quick with his foot movement, and he puts that away in style. First over done and dusted. It's 11 for no loss. So what's happening, bro? be a bad. Why you lost?
Looking forward for this tournament.
Yeah.
A very strong side.
You lost?
We even we had a thing in the game. Everyone had to sleep at 7 o'clock last night. We could not go out to anything. Everyone had to send a stand selfie. Our captain told send a selfie. Everyone at the bed for everyone at 11 o'clock. That much prepare.
What happened? So you lost? It's okay. It's all the game. Well, the Thambapani Lions are off to a good start. Just 11 for no loss of the first over. Thanks to the 2 boundaries from Inusha Mayangana. It's going to be Mohammad Ubaidullah coming in. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. That carried through very nicely to the wicket keeper. Certainly promises us to be a very exciting game tonight. And like you did mention, Razmi, this game is very crucial under the circumstances because either of the teams win, especially for the Thambapani Lions, if they win the game, they will secure themselves a spot in the semi-finals. And the Lions, they have another one more game which they must win if they win tonight. If they lose any one of these matches, they lose, and there's a chance, and it goes down. A very good delivery from Mohammad Ubaidullah. He's disappointed. That was a tough chance. Oh, he was caught in no man's land there. Was that the captain? Was that Varuna Pereira? Yes, I think it was. It was a tough chance nevertheless.
Good start by Ubaidullah. 2 good deliveries. Talking about Ubaidullah, tall, right arm, medium fast bowler. Using his height to effect the first 2 balls. Getting an extra bounce in that delivery. Nafis caught in no man's land. Trying to defend it. Getting a leading edge. Again a good delivery. Nafis taps it to the square leg for a single. Talking about Mohammad Nafis, up and coming youngster in the scenario, in the circuit, playing a lot of A division top level cricket for his age. A promising youngster with a beautiful and a promising future. Classic opening batsman. Did his thing with the ball today as well. Picked up 4 wickets in his 4 overs. Now it's his turn with the bat, which is his prominent act in the team. Ubaidullah again. From the commentary box end. Another good delivery. Pitched up full length. Umesh Unyangar trying to put it through covers. Finding Varuna Pereira at extra cover. A good start by Ubaidullah. Just 1 run in his 4 balls. Thambapani 12 for no loss. We are in the second over of the game. Chasing 214.
It's been a good over here so far. Well, just trying to blast that through the covers there, Inusha. It's been a brilliant one. Just 1 run off it so far by Mohammad Ubaidullah. He's just kept it nice and tight. He's been hitting the deck hard, getting a hint of movement as well. It's been a quiet start here by the Thambapani Lions. Required run rate above 11 runs and over. Power play, very crucial. Well, he's hit this high and he's hit this handsome. And it's gone all the way for a 6. A very good over, just being spoiled there by the last ball. That was a terrific hit there by Inusha Mayangana. Too short, and he pulled it with disdain over mid-wicket. A brilliant hit to end the over. Inusha Mayangana is looking good. 18 for no loss at the end of the second.
For the guy from UK. Yeah, he'll take a bit of time. I just had a call just to follow up. So now he's okay, but then again today again the fucking Hormuz is closed. Again here dropped me a message. Yeah, send me that the link screenshot. That's me again. Hormuz closed. What is happening? Melon to continue the third over. A good start by Tambapani Lions. 18 for no loss in 2 overs. They need a good start. They need a good power play if they have to chase down this total. Another juicy full toss by Melon. Nafi is trying to punch it through the covers. Good fielding at the covers for no run. I think Nafis missed out on that. It was a juicy full toss by Melon. Wow, and that's another beautiful shot. And that's another 6 by Nafis, Mohammad Nafis. Beautiful lofted off drive in his slot.
Well, that's a glorious looking shot. That's the talent of this young man. That was a serious shot, I'll tell you. It's one of the hardest shots to play on the cricketing book, and he made it look extremely easy. Milan on that occasion slightly over pitching. He's gone for some runs so far. Short ball this time. Well, the drop chance of Mohammad Nafis. How costly is that going to be? Here is the question. Tambapani Lions, well, they've got the start now. 24 for no loss. This is what I like to see. You've got a boundary now. You've got a 6. Now you can just rotate the strike. Required run rate 11 runs and over. So if you can get 3-4 singles, certainly would have been abreast of the required run rate and not take undue risk. You cannot afford to lose another wicket at this stage.
Yes, sensible cricket by Mohammad Nafis. That's the hallmark of this player. Although he's young, a good cricketing brain. Plays the situation very well. Again, Himesh Vidanga trying to blast that ball over the extra cover, completely missing it. A good ball by Melon, changing the pace there a bit of flat, faster ball. Good comeback by Melon after being hit for a 6. There again, another beautiful shot by Himesh Vidanga, lofted extra cover drive. It was in the slot. Just powering it over extra cover for another boundary. It's a good over for the Tambapani Lions. 11 coming off the over. The Tambapani Lions are 29 for the loss of no wickets at the end of 3 overs. Because this is the only tournament, international schools play.
Correct. Even Stafford also play?
International schools, Sri Lanka, we are all together. Anyone who has gone for international school can come and
Really? No, you should have told. I would have come down with it. I was Stafford international. Get it away for another one more year.
They don't allow us to play for the SLCL schools.
Really?
Because they don't have all the
Which school? Mohammad Ubaidullah continues. Was so well in the last over, just gave 1 run and the last ball been hit for a 6. 29 on the board. He's blasted that through the covers. Stand and deliver there by Mohammad Nafis. Fielder, a valiant effort, is not able to pull that back in. Another boundary. He's continuing on his good form. Mohammad Nafis. He's had a great night with the ball. Now capitalizing his good form from the previous game with the bat as well. Well, that was not one of the best efforts there, I'd say. Had he literally run to the ball, he could have stopped it inside. Mohammad Ubaidullah now slightly under a bit of pressure. Will imagine being taken to task by a 17-year-old. Well, this is high up in the air. Two fielders converging and it's been put down. Mohammad Ubaidullah called for it, but I think it was the call that had to be from the fielder from mid-on. It was a tough chance for Mohammad Ubaidullah running backwards. Mohammad Nafis has been given 2 opportunities already. And UAE Lions, well, they only have themselves to blame at this stage.
Definitely, it was not his catch, actually, to be honest. It was the mid-on fielder's catch. But he called it and dropped it. Ubaidullah is to be blamed for that. 2 chances of Nafis drop. Is it his day? Another good delivery between middle and off. Tucked away into the deep square leg for a single. It's been a tough night for UAE Lions. They had a brilliant start in their power play, but their middle order had a bit of collapse. They should have scored more than 214 with the start they got, but then again their middle and the low over had a big collapse. Thanks to Samira Silva, they got to 214, and with the ball, a very bad start. 2 drop catches of an informed player, and when you give 2 chances for a player like Nafis, he will pay. He will make them pay. Another good delivery from Ubaidullah. A good comeback after being plummered over extra cover by Nafis in the first ball and dropping a catch. A good comeback. I think if you see from the start of this match, UAE Lions as being in an attacking mode. You saw them when they were batting, they were very attacking from the on-go. Throughout their innings, all their batsmen went all guns out. Even when bowling, we see them attacking. Even the fielders, they are a bit very aggressive in the field. That's another beautiful catch by the senior most player of the team, Samira Silva, at covers. Imesh Udayanga trying to slash it straight into Samira Silva. Nice low catch. Samira Silva showing the youngsters this is how it is done on catching. That's the first wicket for UAE Lion Kings. Tambapania 34 for 1. We are in the 4th over of the game. With Ubaidullah's reaction, we can see how desperate they are to win this game, how desperate they are for this match. Like I told you, they have been the new batsman in Fatur Rahman, another youngster, just 15 years old. We have 2 of the future prospects of Sri Lanka cricket in UAE, Fatur Rahman and Mohammad Nafis. Fatur just 15 years old, Mohammad Nafis just 18 years old. This is the beauty of this league, Atik, where we see youngsters playing against all the senior people, senior game players in the tournament, in the UAE circuit. This is going to be a good game. We can already see the UAE Lion Kings welcoming him into the crease nicely with a good welcome, warm welcome. This is going to be a good game between bat and ball.
Well, it certainly is, and just look at those for figures. Fatur Rahman, highest score of 234 and over 23,000 runs in the UAE domestic, just at 15 years old. This man is a special talent. He's an impact player for the Thambapani Lions here with the bat. A big wicket under the circumstances. That's going to be down the leg side. This wide have to be rebowled again. And yes, certainly that wicket meant a lot for Mohammad Ubaidullah. You just saw how pumped he was. Samira Silva at point taking that catch. And like you said, Razmi, leading by example is a senior statesman there, Samira Silva, the owner of the UAE Lions, showing his boys how it's done. A dot ball to end it. A successful over from Mohammad Ubaidullah. 4 overs done, 36 for 1. The next over start. You wanted to ask him a question. Yeah. Continue with the question.
Was I going to ask? I wanted to ask. No, about these two youngsters.
About these two youngsters.
Yeah. We have a change in the bowling. We have Ravindu Sanjeeva coming into the attack. Best figures of 3 for 14 for Ravindu Sanjeeva. Thambapani Lions are 36 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 4 overs. Right. Time for some right arm off spin by Ravindu Sanjeeva. Like I mentioned earlier, Atik, from the start of this game, UAE Lions has been playing attacking cricket. When they were batting throughout their innings, we saw all their batters attacking from the time they came into the crease and in the field, and when bowling. We have seen some attacking cricket. They need to do that to be staying alive in this tournament. It's a good ball by Ravindu Sanjeeva. Talking about the style of cricket UAE Lions are playing. That's the nature of this tournament. There's only 6 teams, the best of the best playing here. The Sri Lankan Cricket League, Provincial League Season 2. It's a must-win game for UAE Lions, and it's good to see them playing that attacking band of cricket. They need to catch up their run rate as well. They are way behind in the run rate as well. That's again another beautiful shot by Fatur Rahman for a boundary. Another lofted off drive from Fatur Rahman, youngster showing what he's made of.
Well, that was indeed a glorious shot there by Fatur Rahman. That's the class of this man. And yes, just to answer your question there, sometimes when you have got your back against the wall and you have nothing to lose, sometimes that can also bring the best in you, because that is when you literally go out and you play fearless cricket, and you know that you certainly are the underdogs. People will not expect you to perform perhaps with the current form that you are in, especially when you're down and out. especially when you've got your back against the wall. That can certainly sometimes bring the best in you. We've seen that happen in the IPL as well. If you remember Mumbai Indians having lost 7-8 consecutive matches on the trot in the first half, they come back stronger in the second half, and then they even lifted the trophy in one of the editions. Well, that's Upish, and down the throat. Easy catch there. Big wicket here. Fatur Rahman has to depart. Thambapani Lions now in a spot of bother. This is a big wicket. A big moment in the game.
Definitely a big moment in the game. A crucial wicket. Fatur Rahman can be a dangerous player. Very well bowled by Ravindu. Slightly slow in pace compared to the other deliveries. Fatur Rahman trying to play it over extra cover. Can only chip it towards extra cover for a simple catch. Thambapani Lions are 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. 4.4 overs. The new batsman in is Lahiru Malawat, the captain of Thambapani Lions. Best of 116, 4,800 runs. He needs to play a captain's innings if Thambapani Lions are to get over the Lions. They are in a bit of trouble with 2 wickets down within the power play. They need a partnership here. The captain needs to build a partnership with Nafis. Again, very well bowled by Ravindu Sanjeeva. It's been a good over, good variation of pace throughout the over. Couple of deliveries, he bowled faster deliveries, and then the wicket delivery, and even in this delivery, slow in the pace down. Reading the wicket, reading the situation, reading the batsman. A very good over by Ravindu Sanjeeva. Just 5 runs. He needs to finish well. That's again a good delivery. Again we see the variation of space. A bit of faster ball there. A dot ball. A very good over. Just 5 runs and a wicket. Thambapani Lions are 41 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 5 overs. We have a change in the bowling again. We have Kalindu Silva brought into the attack. 53 wickets. Best of 4 for 17. Left arm off bowling. A dot ball there by Kalindu Silva to start. Thambapani Lions need a partnership here. They need a big partnership, and they need a big innings by their captain Lahiru Malawat. Another beautiful delivery by Kalindu Silva. Lairu Malavatta trying to cut away through the covers, but finding the fielder at covers. Good bowling by Kalindu Silva, reading the situation, knowing that he's a new batsman, sticking to his line and length. That's a beautiful shot by Lairu Malavatta. A lofted extra cover drive towards the boundary. Very well executed lofted extra cover drive. Kalindu Silva trying to vary his line from the previous two deliveries, trying a bit of full length, but Malavatta up to the mark and placing it over extra cover. With that boundary, the score moves on to 45 for the loss of 2 wickets. We are in the last over of the power play. Thambapani Lions need a lot more boundaries like this. They required rate is 11.2. Again trying to play the same shot, Lairu Malavatta, but this time finding the fielder at extra cover. A good catch by the UAE Lions captain Varuna Pereira. And that's the end of Lairu Malavatta. Beautifully bowled by Kalindu Silva. Lairu Malavatta trying to play the same shot he played before for a boundary, but this time Kalindu slowed the pace down. Lairu Malavatta could find only the extra cover fielder. A very good low catch taken by Varuna Pereira, the captain of UAE Lion Kings. And Thambapani Lions are in a bit of trouble with 45 for the loss of 3 wickets in the 6th over. The new batsman in is Andy Beringer. High score of 97 runs and a strike rate of massive 161. Talking about Andy Beringer, he has represented 2 national teams. He has represented the UAE national team and the Kuwait national team. An experienced senior player. Again, talking about senior players and young players, we have a very good combination here. We have the young Nafiz in the non-strikers end, a youngster playing against a senior player like Andre Beringer. That's again the beauty of this league. Youngsters rubbing shoulders with senior players, the likes of Andre Beringer, who have played at national and international level. That's what SLCL Provincial League has brought, the best of the best. A good over by Kalindu Silva, just 4 runs and a wicket. He needs to finish well, and he does finish well. Good running between the wicket between Andy Beringer and Nafiz. 2 runs taken there, but overall a good over, just 6 runs and most important wicket of Lairu Malavatta, the captain.
Well, good to see youngsters in the ground here as well. Families of the players enjoying the beautiful setting of this wonderful Karwan Sports Club in Ajman. The brainchild of Mr. Babar Iqbal, founder of Karwan Sports Club, for preparing this wonderful facility for these youngsters to come and take part in these tournaments such as the SLCL and showcase their talents. Thambapani Lions, well, they are in a spot of bother here. 3 wickets down for 47. Three top order batters back in the dugout. Mohammad Nafis though still out there in the middle. A couple of chances that he's provided going down. And Henry Berenger. Well, what an experienced campaigner to have on your end as a youngster, to rub shoulders with an international star. And Mohammad Nafis, look at that first stroke play. Beautifully playing it behind square. Well, just as my colleague did mention to you, Henry Berenger holds a unique record, having represented 4 international teams at the international stage. He's represented Sri Lanka, he's represented the UAE, he's represented Qatar, as well as Bermuda in the 2007 World Cup. But he was in the bench, he did not get an opportunity to play there. So he holds that unique record, Henry Berenger. A great man to have, especially, just imagine, when he did play. Mohammad Nafis was not even born. Well, that's been played fine. Down towards the fine leg region. And has he managed to pull that back in time? I think that's Samira Silva who gave it his all. He's been brilliant today. Samira Silva, the senior statesman, with the bat on the field. Gave it his all. Does extremely well there. .50 comes up for the Lions, 51 for 3. Ravindra Sanjeev has bowled extremely well, 1 for 9. Still a mountain to climb here, 164 required. The UAE Lions, they'll be very happy with where they are right now. Perhaps got control of the game, but they know that these two batters out there can certainly take the game away from them in a span of few overs. So it becomes that much imperative that they get these two batters out.
Yes, definitely they need to get a wicket here if they are to stay in the game. Another beautiful shot by Nafis Ahmed, but straight into the field. That's another wicket. A good catch by Lairu Sandharuwan at deep mid wicket. That's a massive wicket for UAE Lion Kings. The wicket of Nafis, who has been in beautiful form throughout this tournament, trying to power it over mid wicket, but could find only the deep mid wicket fielder. Beautiful bowling by Ravindra Sanjeev, flighted delivery, taking all the pace out of it.
Big moment in the game here. Very big moment in the game. The man of the match from the previous game, Mohammad Nafis. He did give a couple of chances early on. But now trying to up the run rate. There you see him talking to himself. He's absolutely devastated. He's disappointed. Ravindra Sanjeev, he strikes, second wicket for him. Thambapani Lions now in all sorts of trouble, 55 for 4. Lakshita Hansaka in at number 6. 581 runs to his name. What can he do? He'll need to support Henry Berenger. The man with all the experience, he'll need to draw every ounce of it if he's to get his team closer to the score being set by the UAE Lions. It's a steep mountain to climb. It's a fantastic over here by Ravindu Sanjeeva. Yes, he's gone for 8 runs, but he did pick up the big wicket of Nafis. And he's been quite economical, just 13 runs off 1.5 overs, and he's also picked up 2 big wickets. Last ball of the over. Dot ball to end it. A successful over at that, 55 for 4. You have work on Monday?
Yeah.
Where is your office?
We were in Port Said, but
Now in Dera.
we shifted to Bojuman. Shifted to Bojuman because we just started our SID operations from today actually. Sarj Islamic Bank personal loan operation, so we needed a bigger place, found a bigger place.
What do you think? You think my thing will
Inshallah, especially on Muslim Maji, we are working on Muslim Maji. We are already cooking your loan might also. There is always, you'll find, we Lankans are good at finding, especially the guys who work with us. I teach them, for my real estate guys, for my loan bank staff, my team, work smart. These are good. You are in a competitive market, always work smart. Try to find loopholes. We are good at that. We are very good at that, and our guys are very good at that.
55 for 4. Kalindu Silva into bowl his second over. 1 for 6 for him so far. The Tambapani Lions, well, the final hopes that they'll have is this man, Andre Berenger. He'll need to score big tonight. He's got a high score of 97. He may perhaps need to better that tonight. Certainly, you can see the spring in the steps of the UAE Lions, isn't it? They certainly believe. It's been a very good performance so far tonight.
Definitely, like I said you earlier, from the time the match started, there have been a different team from the previous 3 matches they played. They were very attacking when they were batting, and even when they were bowling in the power play, they were very aggressive attacking. They knew it was a must-win game for them. They went all guns in. They played fire with fire with fire. They attacked with the ball and the bat, and they are reaping rewards for that. 4 quick wickets within the 10 overs, and just 57 runs given. Tambapani Lions, like you said, need a massive effort, especially by Andre Berenger, the senior most player. Required run rate of 12.5. Andre Berenger needs to play out of his skin, and Tambapani Lions need a big partnership here and need some quick runs here. It has been a quiet few overs, last 2 overs, no boundaries, just singles and twos. There you go, Andre Berenger again, trying to loft it over, and a beautiful catch by Shashika Samarjeeva. And Kalindu Silva taking his second wicket. That looks like the nail in the coffin for Tambapani Lions. The big scalp of Andre Berenger. Beautifully bowled by Kalindu Silva. Flighting it up. Inviting the batsman to go for the big shot. And Andre Berenger trying to go over the field, but could find only Shashika Samarjeeva at long off. A good running catch. That's the 5th wicket down for Tambapani Lions. They are 57 for the loss of 5 wickets. I just promise you, within 4 overs the match will finish. Unless this guy gets the 20 over, he is capable of. Apart from that, no. By the 13th over, max.
Inshallah, hopefully.
Good, I'll come on the 14th.
57 for 5. Well, the wicket of Andre Berenger was perhaps the final nail in the coffin. But it's not over till it's over. Now half the side back in the dugout. They're asking the question. The umpire says not out. Perhaps just sliding down the leg side. Charuka Ravin, the new batter. Yeah, I think that was spinning away. Good decision there by umpire Waqar Latif. .57 for 5. It's another brilliant over here from Kalindu Silva. Charuka will keep strike. 3 runs off it. It's been a brilliant spell by Kalindu Silva. 2 for 9 of his 2 overs. 58 for 5. Tambapani Lions in all sorts of trouble. So Kalindu, in fact, it's Ravindu Sanjeeva coming into bowl. It's bowled really well so far. To the 9th over, required run rate climbing as we speak. A reverse hit, they're asking the question, but that was, I think, pitched outside leg stump. Right call there by the umpire. Well, I'm not sure what they're arguing about. There's no review for LBW. .59 for 5 after 8 overs. Welcome guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Hi, how are you? Hope you're well. Lovely to have you guys. Hope all is okay. Not at all. I know, man. What's happening today? The wicket got worse. Really? I'll bring you guys in, yeah? Ready for a chat?
No, you're also talking.
Come. 59 for 5. Things are getting tougher and tougher as we speak here for Tambapani Lions as Charuka Ravin. He's just literally just punched that down the ground. The timing and placement was absolutely impeccable. Look at that. Nothing much than a mere push. This outfield here at the Karban Sports Club is lightning quick. No chance for the fielder in the deep. 63 for 5 now. And well, I've just been joined here in the com box. 2 very special talents. 2 of UAE's youngest and most brightest prospects right here with me. And it's none other than the man of the match from the previous game for the Tambapani Lions, Mohammad Nafis, and the rising star, the 15-year-old prodigy, Fatur Rahman, right here with me in the com box. Boys, welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Let's first start with Fathur Rahman. Fathur, it's an absolute pleasure to have you first here in the Combox. One question for you, my friend. 15 years of age, over 23,000 runs in the domestic circuit, and a highest score of 234. Goodness gracious, what are you having for breakfast? That's the first question I have for you.
I think just eggs. You know, they really give me like energy and it helps me a lot.
Nafis, today got a start, 24. Firstly, a brilliant day with the ball, 4 wickets. You seem to be in your elements, and got a couple of chances today with the bat as well. Just speak to us about the surface. Was it tough for you out there? How was it out in the middle?
So yeah, it changed very much from the first innings. The first innings it was coming onto the bat very nicely, but then when we came onto the bat, it took a fraction bit of time to come onto the bat. So that's, I think, the mistake of all our batsmen. We didn't read the pitch well.
Well, plenty more for us to talk about here in the Combox with these two youngsters. We'll speak more about it in the next over. 9 overs done. It's 66 for 5, and this is what's transpired right there at the top. Both Mohammad Nafis along with Inusho Mayangana getting a start, but unfortunately wickets tumbling in regular intervals here for Tambapani Lions. Half the side back in the dugout. 66 for 5. Put the scorecard and then took it off. Well, it's the senior statesman, Samira Silva, the owner of the UAE Lions, coming into the attack. Best figures of 4 for 3. 155 wickets to his name. He's had a great day with the bat and with the ball and on the field as well. Took a brilliant catch to dismiss Inusho Mayangan at point. I did see a couple of chances going down. And he, the senior statesman, shows his teammates how it's to be done. A good delivery. They're asking the question. The umpire lifts his finger. Shahrukh Ravin departs. Another one bites the dust for Tambapani Lions. They fall deeper and deeper into an abyss. 6-1 down. UAE Lions are absolutely bossing the game at this stage. A feather of an edge. The wicket keeper does the rest. Umpire Waqar Latif has no doubts whatsoever. 66 for 6. No, man, I'm exhausted. I'm knocked out, bro. I had a match. Hopefully I have some company. 66 for 6. Well, Fathur Rahman and Nafis, things not looking bright for you guys tonight. Things are going horribly wrong. Fathur, your thoughts on the game, my friend?
I think we should reflect on our bowling and yeah, just continue from next game, because like it happens, it's a part of the game where a team like always like crumbles is fine. But from next game we should reflect on our performances today, like from our batting and our bowling, and then we should come back.
Yeah, I mean, good point from Fatou there. Definitely not a good day with the bat or ball for both of us, well, for our team actually. So yeah, a lot of things to reflect on. I think batting wise, we took the target too much to our head, 213. But when you break it down, it's about 10 and over. So it was not very much of a big target, and we didn't execute that very well.
Well, that's a very good point that you make. Nafis, I remember listening to this very interesting interview once by Virender Sehwag. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, it was a game against Sri Lanka where they were chasing 340. If I remember, it was the WB series final in Australia in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. And that was, I guess, the game in which Virat Kohli scored that brilliant 138 against Sri Lanka to get them over the line. And I remember after the game, and they did win that game, I'll tell you, India. And at the post-match presentation, remember Virender Sehwag said something that was so enlightening. When you're chasing 340 in a 50-over game, when you look at it, yes, back 15 years back, at that time, going at 7 runs and over was unheard of, especially in the longer format of the game. Yes, today it's been done more often. But when you actually break it down, well, just imagine this. You get 30 boundaries in an innings. That's 120 runs of 30 balls. You get another 10 sixes. That's another 60 runs of another 10 balls. Well, we'll speak more about that next. Another one falls as Lakshita Hansaka now departs. Well, it's crumbling. They're falling like 9 pins here are the Thambapani Lions. It's 68 for 7. It's a very interesting conversation. Well, that was the edge. Samira Selva strikes. Oh, in fact, is it a stump in? Yes, it is. Well, I'm sorry, my eyes are giving up on me. These youngsters here in the com box just rightfully pointing out, well, it's a stumping. So thank you very much. This is why we need 15, 18-year-olds here in the com box. So just continuing our conversation. So like he did mention, getting 30 boundaries, 120 runs, getting 10 sixes, that is another 10 balls, another 60 runs. So that is a total of 180 runs in 40 balls. And then you break it down, you minus the target, 340 minus 180 is, well, help me out guys with my mathematics. 180 required of, in fact 160 required of how many balls?
30, 40, that's 260.
260 balls. So that's literally 40 overs. 40 overs, you got to go at 5 runs and over. Is it possible to make it? Absolutely possible. That's something very interesting, and I guess that's what's actually got to be trained even for youngsters of your age groups, to think on that front when you are approaching a run chase, for example, especially in your careers growing up with the amount of cricket that's being played today and the kind of quality that's being played today. Definitely, if you can see, I'm sure Fatur Rahman, you weren't even born in the early 2000s. But with the way how, if you remember, in the early 2000s, you score 250 in a 50-over game was a winning score. But today, even 400 is being scored and you're not safe. And that's how the game's evolved. And certainly very, very interesting, isn't it, when you look at it from that aspect of it. The halfway stage, 69 for 7. Amin Miflal out there in the middle. Fatur, I'd like to hear from you. What's been your preparation at such a young age to come out and perform at this level? Look, I know your brother very well as well. Faizur Rahman had a great start today. Unfortunately, was not able to capitalize. Played a lot of cricket along with him as well. I've had the honor of batting with him. We had a brilliant 100-run partnership recently together with Faizur. So glad that his brother's here with the combox here as well. And just tell me, Fatur, yes, things not going your way in this tournament so far. You had a couple of starts. Sometimes do you feel that the occasion builds that pressure on you as well?
I feel the pressure is a part of the game, but sometimes you just gotta play your game. I don't take the pressure like the people I'm playing against, adults and stuff. I just think it's like normal matches. Like I can perform in this. If I believe in myself, I'll perform. And like preparation wise, I've talking to my coach, Coach Patu. He's a very experienced coach. He's from Sri Lanka as well. He also told me just play your game. Like nowadays are very young people like Suryavanshi. They don't think too much about the opponents and like the teams they face. He just says he plays his game and prepares well. Like Coach Batu, like he makes me practice a lot, like all shots and all situations, and yeah.
Well, is that a run out? The umpires, I think, want to have a look. Well, I think he's safe there. I mean, Miflal, not the quickest around. He can be quite sloppy as far as his running is concerned. I mean, Miflal. Not easy to turn back when you're that tall. Great man, I mean, Miflal. 71 for 7. Nafis. Well, I'm very interested to hear what your father had to say after you got out today. Well, this is high up in the air, and he's got all of it. I mean, Miflal has absolutely cocked that out of the park. What a shot that was. Getting to the pitch of it. Great timing and placement. Well, he can bat, I'll tell you. I mean, Miflal, product of the St. Peter's College. Played in the big matches back in Sri Lanka as well in the late 2000s. He can certainly handle himself, I mean, Miflal. But perhaps target a bit too steep. And just asking the question from Nafis again. Nafis, what did your father have to say about your dismissal?
I haven't talked to him yet, but I feel like he'd understand because 214 on the board, so not much time to settle down, take single double. So I mean, he'd probably understand very much. Very bad shot from me. I think I gave two chances. I think I should have capitalized better.
79 for 7. 11 overs done and dusted. Kalinder Silva is coming in to bowl his last over. 2 for 19 of his 3 overs. He's been brilliant today with the ball. The UAE Lions, they've been magnificent today. It's been a proper performance. And sometimes, like we said, when you got your back against the wall and you're put into a must-win situation, and that's when sometimes the best in you can come out. The UAE Lions have done exactly that. Flighted there on that occasion. Fathur, speak to us about your preparations as a youngster. I'm sure there is a lot of balancing going with you as far as your education is concerned, as well as the cricketing commitments are concerned. How are you coping up on that front?
Yeah, so my balance is pretty bad, but it's like manageable. It's 80% cricket, 20% studies, but I still manage. In school I try to focus as much as possible, but like cricket is like my main thing, so like I have to give like more priority to it. So I go a lot of training, and then when there's exams, oh, that's 6.
That's a shot.
That's a good shot from Amin there. He's just tonked that over deep mid. Can the game change now for Tambapani? Amin Afra looks in form. He looks comfortable there.
Well, he's been brilliant. I mean, Miflal, middle of the bat, second 6 for him. Well, from what I know, I'll tell you, I mean, Miflal, he spent a lot of time in the nets with the coaches, improving his batting. No, no, no. That's not a shot you have to play. You don't have to practice a shot. Try to hit that out of away from through the point region for a ball that's literally pitched away out of the strip of the pitch on that occasion. But he's done well here. I mean, Miflal, he's literally looked pretty good, and he's growing with stature and growing with confidence here. Samira Silva. Well, he's bowled well. Well, it's certainly been a tough day in the office for the Tambapani Lions. But the good thing here, Nafis, is that this is just the third game of your campaign. You've already got 2 wins. And even if you do lose this, which does look very likely, you still have 2 more games to go in the tournament. And you need just another 1 more victory to perhaps secure a spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, third game of the tournament. Very likely we're going to lose this. I mean, if you don't lose, you're not going to learn anything. So it's a very good learning experience for us, not to be overconfident in the field while we're bowling, while we're batting. So I think this is a very good learning experience for our next game. We've got 2 games. I'm very confident we're going to qualify. So yeah, we're in a good position right now.
Yeah, definitely a good place to be as a team, especially when you've got 2 wins in 2 games. Well, what happened out there? Oh, in fact, that was a fake fielding. Very smart there by the batter, who's recognized it and just pointed it out to the umpire. Well, with the laws that have changed, is that 5 penalty runs been given? Yes, it is. Well, the laws have changed, and unfortunately, that's how the game goes. Talking about for fake fielding, I don't know if you guys remember that incidents with the game in Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. I still remember, I think it was Ahmad Shehzad who was batting and was returning back for a couple, and then Kumar Sangakkara pretended to take the bails off. And I think it was after that incident when the laws were changed. So Sangha, being the wily old fox that he is, managed to get away with it and literally made all the cricketers playing the game after it pay a very heavy price. Straight to point. 12 overs done. In fact, it's 12.2. I beg your pardon. 95 for 7. We're past midnight, folks. Please excuse me for my mistakes. Kalindu Silva now 2 for 20. He's bowled really well. Ryan J. Well, he's managed to scoop that. Has that gone all the way? In fact, just 1 bounce over the boundary ropes. A very, very good shot there by Ryan J. Well, they say cricket is a funny game, isn't it? It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, I think in cricket anything can happen. Like there's a lot of games like the one innings Maxwell played against Afghanistan. He scored 200. They were, I think, maybe 60 for 5, and he came back and he scored 200 and they won the game. So anything can happen in cricket. Like, yeah.
Yeah, good point from Fatur there. That was a very brilliant innings. I think still changing the game from what's going on right now. That was a very brilliant knock from Maxwell. So I think Ryan J at the moment's gonna have to pull a Maxwell. That's our only hope.
Well, approaching a team landmark here, 99 for 7. It did seem like it's taken forever for the Tambapani Lions. Well, obviously, when you got 2 of the biggest cricketing stars sitting with me here in the comm box and not out in the center, well, you know that you can't expect much. But Nafis, sometimes do you feel that a loss like this can demoralize you as a team? Will that affect future performances? Well, he's managed to get that for a boundary down to his third man. Ryan J certainly managing to just leak the runs out. The 100 comes up for the Tambapani Lions. And just continuing our conversation, Nafis, your thoughts? Well, the question that I did ask you was that such a loss, can it perhaps cause the team to get demoralized moving ahead in the tournament?
Yes, in fact, like obviously this type of loss, not a very like close loss. It's a very bad loss. It can affect us deeply, but obviously in cricket there's a winner, then there's a loser, so it shouldn't affect us very much.
We'll speak more about it as players takes drinks. 13 overs done, 103 for 7.
I mean, Mr. Atik, I've known him for a very long time now. I think 2-3 years now, and very big support every time. He's asking me, "Come on, score 50 today. I want to commentate something good about you." So yeah, he's a very big support.
Fatur, one word from you, my friend.
I think Mr. Atiq is a very good commentator. He like certainly enlightens the game when you watch it. It's very fun to watch back because of his remarks and
Thank you, man. Really means a lot to hear that. Look, as Sri Lankans, not just as Sri Lankans, also living in this country. Okay, I just hope nothing but the best for you guys for your future. Play hard, use your talents wisely, okay, and give it your best, and you guys can climb wonders. Right?
Thank you very much.
Guys, the talent, the future. Right.
He slapped it straight back at the goal.
Milan's brother is who?
There's no Milan brother.
There is.
No.
Spider-Man.
Nah.
Isn't there a brother?
Doesn't. Thomas Flip?
What happened to him?
No. He didn't have any pace. He was not that good. He was quick. Something upset.
Which team did my brother play with you?
Yeah.
We used to play for
Jasir's
Vortex.
Is that Jasir's team?
Asela
Asela.
Sampan. Yeah.
They're
Asela
stopped
Sampan.
now. Asela's
Yeah,
stopped.
Asela. Yeah, correct. Damn, are you serious? That kid literally took that leather ball and smashed that kid out.
The brothers. Crazy.
Yeah, bro, look at that. Is that a leather ball or tennis ball?
it's
Ah,
a
okay.
leather ball.
So, no, is he how is he hitting
In
it?
our training sessions also they fight like this. Oh.
Well, that's a boundary. I mean, Miflal, well, he's playing a great knock tonight. There was a bit of a hold up in the innings. Wonderful shot there on that occasion. So finally some runs beginning to flow in. I mean, Miflal, well, he's looking good. He's moved on to 22, now of 14. Hit straight back at the bowler, but wickets in between, taking it out. rightfully he's blaming the stumps. But Melan Philip, well, he's been slightly expensive today. He was taken apart early on by Nushamangana in the very first over. Well, sometimes, Nafis, it just feels so unfair, isn't it? When you hit these veterans of the game to his big sixers out of the park. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't want to be in that shoes. Oh, that's a brilliant hit. Oh, that's gone all the way, has it? No, I think it was just inside the boundary rope. What a shot that was. Ryan J pouncing on it a bit too short. He picked the length up early. A valiant effort there by the fielder in the deep. And just gets to the boundary for 4. So finally a bit of a partnership building here. Required run rate 16.7 runs and over. With 9 coming off it. Still more of that. 103 more required for victory. This is close. This is close. That's hitting middle of middle. Absolutely no doubts there whatsoever. Umpire Waqar Latif has no doubts. He's lifted the dreaded finger. Ryan J has to walk back to the dugout. Oh, he's gone. He's gone for all money. That literally pitched around Midland leg and it straightened. Went with the arm. He's absolutely pumped. Well, he departs. So the 8th one down, partnership, a stubborn little partnership, comes to an end. And goodness gracious. Well, 102 for 8. Well, tempers flaring out there in the middle.
The guy kept looking at him.
Yeah, and that guy said, and you're like, you didn't know what the meaning of that.
I think it was also, I would say, he probably knows that.
I'm literally going to smash this bugger when he comes to phone.
One game or 2 games?
2 games.
We had the last game again.
You have another game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Against Scorpios.
Scorpios.
I don't want to promise anything, but I'll score 50.
Bro, you have to have higher dreams, bro. Get to they say you target the cloud for you, and sorry, you
Target the moon.
reach the moon, you reach the stars. Exactly.
You should start at something.
We made a mistake. We made a mistake, you know. We should wait for the lefties and send them now. What do you mean? Short side also.
Yeah, they were so slow.
And we have like
I mean, always there's a target if you get 30, then you go to 50. 50 go to 70, and 70 go. Ashant sir told me after 94 or something, just take singles. That's what he told me.
I am so sorry, guys.
We have West from there.
I'm so frustrated. Last 7 innings of battle, I've got out 45, 43, 47, 45, 43. Last 7 innings of battle. So frustrated. I
try
just
taking singles and you hit.
I'm not a hard hitter on the ball. I like to do that. I'm not a hard hitter. Literally, by the time I get to the ball, it's the 14, 15. If I defend more than that,
So you can take singles. Or you can push it up.
oh, frustrated. 113 forever into the 15th over. Prashant Kumara entrusted to bowl his first over, coming in rather late. Andrew Perez, the new batter. Well, can they get a partnership? 6 overs remaining. If they can perhaps try and get to that 150, 160 run mark. certainly you can lose the game with some dignity intact. Sure, that's what the Thambapan Lions will be wanting to look, because net run rate will certainly play a big part. Fatur, a couple of thoughts from you about this tournament. Firstly, the SLCL second season, a wonderful platform for Sri Lankans to show their talents. Well, this is high up in the air. This is a chance at the field in the deep. Has he done well? Oh, that was a brilliant effort. Well, full marks for effort there. I'll tell you what, that was perhaps, I'd say, international standards, that kind of save. You need to, usually international cricketers, they train that very aspect on a daily basis. And he's made that look extremely easy. Look at that, brilliant stuff. Oh, great, brilliant stuff. I think that certainly was a save. He's literally saved 4-5 runs there for the team. Magnificent effort. Is that Ravindu Sanjeeva? What an effort that was. So Fatur, just speaking about the fact about this tournament, like to know a couple of like to know your thoughts about this platform and what it do for youngsters, as well as maybe youngsters like yourself, and also for the others from the other expat communities from Sri Lanka, players getting this opportunity to play in this wonderful tournament in world-class facilities such as this. As you know, back home in Sri Lanka, unless obviously you play at the highest level, you not get chances to play in such world-class venues such as this as well. So this opportunity that's being provided, a top tournament such as the SLCL, growing every year, 60 plus teams playing this year, part of the SLCL brand, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger as we go on later into the future. Your thoughts on it?
I think the Provincial League for youngsters like me and Nafis, it's a great platform for us to learn, especially when there's a lot of experienced players like Halan, Amin, and many more. We can learn like about the game like more, and for the Sri Lankans, it's like home for them, because in Sri Lanka, like when they grew up, they played a lot of cricket. Yeah, so in Dubai, it's like a new thing for us to play these games, and like it's like fun and we enjoy a lot, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely like very well organized by Mr. Manju sir. He's been the backbone of these SLCLs and now the second season of the Provincial. So it's a very good platform for the Sri Lankan cricketers. You know, there's not many Sri Lankan based tournaments, so it's a very good opportunity for everyone.
Well, that's a outside leg stump. Good decision there by the umpire. Chance of a run out. Well, it's absolute mayhem out there in the middle as far as the running between wickets is concerned. Well, you can expect that with Amin Miflal out there in the middle. I think it's a good decision. It was just pitching outside the leg stump. It was perhaps hitting the wicket, but with that kind of line, Melon Phillip coming round the wicket, over the wicket in fact. So a lot of things to get right for Thambapani Lions as they once again take the field tomorrow. $117 for 8. Nafi, speak to us more about your cricketing journey. You've been to many countries, got the exposure of playing on different conditions. Speak to us more of where you've been and your evolvement into the highest level at such a young age. Give us more insights into it.
Yeah, as you guys know, I started my cricket journey in Desert Cups in 2014, so it's 12 years now. I've been to, I think, 6 nations: South Africa, Australia, India, England. I mean, Sri Lanka is my home country. I've been to Sri Lanka as well. So yeah, I've been to many of these countries. Always, they're very different. You know, as you know, Sri Lanka's tourney. Australians have more bounce. The UK has more swing. So it's very nice to play in different conditions, so I can get used to them. Comparing it to maybe probably the UAE, much more different, dry conditions, not like the countries I've been to. So it's a very good platform that Mr. Presley sir has given me. He's been my biggest support, as well as Hashan sir. If you were to look at my batting maybe a year ago, I was nothing. I was probably nothing. Without him, I wouldn't be in this position.
Well, I completely have to agree with you. I've had the pleasure of calling the game for the last 3 years since 2022, and I've seen your growth from the ICC Academy, where I had the first glimpses of you playing for the Daredevils, the Starlets, I beg your pardon, yes, the Dubai Starlets. And I've seen your growth over the last few years, Nafis, and it's nothing short of phenomenal. Still plenty yet to come, good times yet to come. But there's just one thing that I'd like to let you guys know, is that remember, no shortcuts to hard work. Talent will only take you that far. It's only hard work, persistence, hunger is what's gonna take you to the different level. So keep working hard, keep inspiring. You guys have the world as your playground. You guys are still very young. I truly wish, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know my story personally. Unfortunately, I had a lot of dreams to play cricket, but had an injury, and then I had a massive weight gain, and managed to lose it out. And today, at the age of 36, 37, I've started playing again, but unfortunately, age not on my side. And I so wish if I can turn the time back to go back to your age, I'd do a lot of things differently. So, guys, firstly, thank you for being here, and thank you for entertaining us all. You guys have a great future ahead. Keep working hard, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you here in the Combox. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, folks, that's two superstars right here next to me. Two up-and-coming superstars. Do watch out for their growth. Thank you. 122 for 8. Now we're down to the last 3.5 overs remaining. Well, he's hit that down the ground, and he's got a boundary. Andrew Perez this time joins the party. Move on to 9 of 10 balls. Magnificent shot once again. $126 for 8. Played off the back foot into the gap. I mean, Miflal, well, what an innings. It's been great with the bat. When none of the top orders would put their hands up, I mean, Miflal has come to the party and batted beautifully. 27 of 22 balls. But most importantly for the UAE Lions, well, they've got this game in the bag. It's been a tremendous performance with the bat, with the ball. They've been brilliant throughout. Well, that's a wide. I'll have to re-bowl that again. Can the Thambapani Lions perhaps try and target to get towards that 150 run mark, if possible? Just perhaps something for them to have some confidence about. Sometimes if you get dismissed cheaply, can certainly hurt your confidence as well. Well, that's a good hit. It's off the bat. It's off the middle. It's gone all the way. Amin Miflal has absolutely clobbered that over mid-on. He is looking good. He's moved on to 33. What a hit that was. High and handsome over mid-on. Amin Miflal is turning the heat on here. It's 135 for 8. $135 for 8. We're down to the last 3 overs. Required run rate touching 27. Oh, that's going to be a no ball. But that's hit all the way for a maximum. Andrew Perry is just helping the ball away. Amin Miflal having a chat with his teammate from the Emirates cricket team. Both of them play for the Emirates Fly Better. Great hit there by Andrew Perez, in spite of it being a very dangerous no ball. Now free hit coming up. Mohammad Ubaidullah completely losing the plot on that occasion. Nicely played. They'll just get a single. So free hit not proving to be too costly. So Amin Miflal on 33. Can he finish here with a flurry of boundaries in the death overs? Well, he's gone over point this time, and he's been taken in the deep. So an enterprising innings from Amin Miflal finally comes to an end. But it's been a very, very good fight. Amin Miflal, when the chips were down and wickets kept tumbling on one end, well, he managed to restore some sort of dignity here for the innings of the Thambapani Lions tonight. It's been a great knock, Amin Miflal. 33 of 23 deliveries. Thambapani Lions, they lose their 9th wicket now. 150 on the board. 150 for 9. 150 for 8. 150 for 9, I beg your pardon. Mohammad Ubaidullah picking up the wicket of his teammate Amin Miflal, which I'm sure he'll be having some bragging rights to be spoken about. Well, in fact, the 150 is still not up yet. There was an error with the scoring, so the score still remains at 144 for 9. And in walks the last man, Gagan at number 11. Another 15 deliveries remaining in the innings. Can they try and get some runs here, or will they get bowled out? Can they get towards that 160 run mark, perhaps? Just perhaps save some semblance of dignity here. Have to re-bowl that again. Mohammad Ubaidullah has bowled well. 2 for 23 tonight. Can he get another? Can he finish it off in this over? He's got 2 more balls. Andrew Perry is on strike. Now Gagan will have 1 more delivery to survive. I'd like to see a Yorker by Mohammad Ubaidullah. Something that's targeting the tail ender's boots. He tried to go fuller, but he's managed to keep that out. Gagan will keep strike 147 for 9. So 19th over, Ravindu Sanjeva comes in. One wicket away from victory are the UAE Lions. Well, looks like these two just wants to play the entire allotted 20 overs and try and collect as much runs as possible. Well, that's close. They're asking, but umpire says there was some bat on it. There was some extra bit of bounce on the occasion as well. The 150 has come up for the Lions. Something for them to be happy about, the Tambapani Lions. 19 done, 151 for 9. .151, last over now in progress. Just going through the motions. Game done and dusted truly. Well past midnight. It's 2 a.m. here in Dubai now. .152, Prashant Kumar. Good delivery. Gagan. Not able to get any bat on it. Doing it just in singles. Just 2 runs of this over so far. 2 more deliveries remaining to end the match. It's been certainly a long night indeed. Well, this has been hit hard and it's gone all the way. That's hit the side screen. Andrew Paris with a lusty blow down the ground. Every run will certainly count in the bigger picture as far as the net run rate is concerned. That can perhaps be the difference between securing a spot in the finals, semi-finals. Forward defense to end it. Andrew Perez will remain not out. Thambapani Lions fold out with a score of 159 for 9 in the 20 overs. But it's a tremendous victory here by the UAE Lions, keeping their hopes live in the tournament. They go up to 4 points on the board, and they have one more game remaining, and they'll certainly hope that the final game, if they can win, they will certainly be able to qualify. So a great performance and a proper all-round performance here by the UAE Lions. This is what transpired for the Thambapani Lions. Nafis right at the top, 21. Inushume Angana 20. But then there was a massive collapse in the middle overs, and then right there towards the end, Ryan J. And then Amin Miflal with a magnificent batting performance. 33 of 24 for him, a boundary and 3 sixes to his name. And Andrew Puri, some late impetus, they are helping the Thambapani Lions get to a score of 159. With the ball, well, it's been a great night for the Lions. Milan Philip 1 for 34 tonight. But Mohammad Ubaidullah, Ravindu Sanjeeva, Kalindu Silva and Samira Silva all picking 2 wickets apace, with obviously Ravindu Sanjeeva being the most economical tonight. Well, this is what the table reads. Ceylon Falcons have qualified. 3 wins out of 4 games right at the top. They've qualified and they've gone through. 3 more spots remaining. It's going to be a battle between the Colombo Lions, Scorpions by Thambapani Lions and the UAE Lion Kings. The next 4 teams who will be able to secure the final 3 spots. All teams sitting on 4. Now the Thambapani Lions, they'll come back tomorrow again for another game. And well, it's all to play for. So a massive margin of victory, winning by 55 runs here, the Lions certainly keeping their hopes live in the tournament. Well, massive congratulations to the Lions and commiserations to the Thambapani. Now we will take a short break, and we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
SLCL Provincial League Season 2.
Come to the post-match presentation, the game between the UAE Lions and the Thambapani Lions. The UAE Lions winning by a massive margin of 53 runs and keeping their hopes alive for a spot in the final 4. Huge congratulations to the UAE Lions and commiserations to the Thambapani Lions. Well, we'll jump straight on to the post-match, to the man of the match award. Well, there is no surprises there. It was a terrific all-round performance. It was Ravindu Sanjeeva today, Ravindu Sanjeeva with a brilliant 30 of 12 with the bat, and also picking up 2 wickets for 25 runs of his 2 overs. Ravindu, firstly, huge congratulations. Other batting unat, bowling unat, other performance එක දුන්නා. ඔයගලන්ට අද must win game එකක් කොහොම හරි දින්න. ඔයාගේ thoughts එක කොහොමද මේක පොඩක් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්?
මම අතරවද බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ මොකද අපි දිනන්න ඕන මැච් එකක්. අද්දර ගියා මැච් එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. වගේ normal game එකක් ගහන්න. ඒ වගේම bowling කරද්දී අපි plans වල තමයි බෝල් කරේ. අපි මොහොත මැච් එක වගේ plan එක must win game එක. ඒක ඉතින් අපි ඒ plan එක success කරගත්තා.
ඔබතුමා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාගේ performance එක ගැන හොඳටම happy වෙන්න ඇති මේ ගැන සම්බන්ධව. දැන් තව මැච් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ආයමත් ඒකත් අනිවාර්යෙන් දිරන්නම ඕන. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ෆයිනල්ස් එක යන්න. මොකද්ද plan එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට?
තම සතුරුයි ටීම් එක ටීම් එකට ඒ වගේම ඊළඟ ගේම් එකටත් අපි plan එකකින් තමයි අනිවාර්යෙන් එන්නේ. ඒකත් අපිට දිනන්න ඕන මැච් එකක්. ඒකත් අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් දුරම සෙල්ලම් දෙන්න.
Well, Ravindu, congratulations. It was brilliant, very well played, and wish you best of luck for the rest of the tournament. Well, there you go, Ravindu Sanjeeva with the Man of the Match award. Well, that's about it we have today, but do join us again tomorrow. It's another double header coming your way. Till then, it's goodbye and good night from all of us.
We running the show. SLCL. Watch the champions grow. SLCL. Where the legends all go. Victory lap. Let the whole world know.
SLCL Provincial League Season 2.